everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. And today I want to show you how to play an easy 12-bar blues in E. This one's a little different than some of the other ones I've done before, some different chord voicings and stuff that we'll be using in this. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look. Alright, so this starts off, we're going to be starting off with the turnaround. So for the turnaround for this, we're going to, it's this little double stop turnaround. So what I'm doing is I'm on the ninth fret of the D string, and I'm using my second finger, and I'm on the ninth fret of the B string with my third finger. And then I'm just picking these strings together, so I'm just using my pick to play the D string and my second finger to play the B string at the same time. So we're just going to do like a slide from nowhere to that and do it 3 times. And then we just do the same thing again, but we go down a half step again, and then the last one is different. So we're 9, 8, 7, and then on the D string we go to 6, but on the B string we go to 5, so I just switched to my first finger. So. And then we're going to do the pickup notes here. So open A string to the first fret, and then to the second fret, and simultaneously drop to a B7. So for that B7, I'm on the second fret of the A string with my second finger, first fret of the D string with my first finger, second fret of the G string with my third finger, and second fret of the high E with my first finger. The B string is just open. So that's like the little turnaround. Alright, and then from there, we're going to slide from nowhere up to the 7th fret of the low E, and then hammer to 9, and then to 7 on the A string. So, and then follow that with the open E. Alright, so now we've got here, so this is since this is in the key of E, it's a 12-bar, well, not a 12-bar per se, but like, it's a 1-4-5 progression. So we've got our one chord is E. So we're using this E9 chord here, like the Hendrix chord. So I'm on the 7th fret of the A string with my second finger, and the 6th fret of the D string with my first finger, 7th fret of the G string with my third finger, and 7th fret of the B string with my fourth finger. So. Alright, and then each time after we do the strum of the chord, we're going to do the again, but it's the same notes, but it's going to be different. So the first time we slide up to it and do a hammer on, and then from there we're just going to, with your second finger, reach up, grab the 7 on the low E, slide to 9, and then pick up that 7th fret of the A string, and then the open low E, and then just that 9 chord. So you do that sequence 4 times, and then at the end of it we do that. So we do the pick 7, slide to 9 on the low E to the 7 on the A string, and then we follow that with the open A string, because now we're going to the 4 chord, which would be an A. And in this case we're doing A7, but we're going to do a different voicing. So what I'm doing here is you're just going to take your first finger and just bar it across the first 5 strings at the 5th fret, and put your second finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Now we're going to do that same riff that we did before, but instead of being on the low E 7 slide to 9, and then 7 on the A. We're going to do the same thing, but on the A and the D strings. So 7th fret of the A string, slide to 9, to the 7th fret of the D string, and then the open A. So. And then back to the 1 chord twice. Now we're going to go to our 5 chord, which is B7. So we do that little those pickup notes, and then to B7. To the A7. And then that little riff, and then the turnaround again like we did at the beginning. And then the whole thing would just repeat. So. Alright, right there at the end there I just messed up. When I went to the A7, it should have been to go back to the turnaround, but I did it on where it is on the A. Now, if you end up doing that, like if you're performing it, it's not a huge deal. The notes are still in key. It just, doesn't lead it exactly the way you want to. But anyway, that's basically all the parts. So what you could do with this to kind of make it your own and just to kind of change it up is just change the rhythm of it a little bit. So, like on the chords, I'm like, 1 and 2, and so you could like, I mean, you can just change that rhythm up any way you want, as long as everything, just kind of still lines up the way that it should. Alright, so there you have it. Another cool blues in E that you can put into your bag of tricks. Have another cool blues thing that you can play with. This is a fun one that you can teach a friend, and you can play together. Take turns playing the rhythm and then improvising back and forth between the two of you, or record it and play over it. Use a looper, whatever you got. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. If you liked the lesson, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if there's something you'd like to see covered in a future lesson. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that way you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. So that is all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.